This does
We live a lush life, champagne, gold rain. We get to be everything that we wanna be. Running that red light, slide through, fast car, Malibu. I just want you only with me.
Hey guys, it's Phonts. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I actually have a review, like first impressions sort of demo on the Juvia'S Place powders. This I was kind of excited for. I want to thank you for the views and for me hitting 100 subscribers. Due to that video, I'm very grateful. So when I saw that they were launching powders, I already knew, like, I'm gonna try to milk this as long as I can, and I want to try it. But I really love the foundation. That concealer is now one of my new favorites, so I had to give the powders a try. So if you guys want to see how I feel, how I feel about that, what I'm thinking, how I like it, I do have it on my face right now, so I'm kind of here for it. But if you guys want to see my opinions on that, you can keep watching. I just want to say I haven't filmed like a proper video in a minute, probably since the first Juvia'S Place video, so I'm a little out of it, you know. Just bear with me. And also, I'm in a different spot. I'm super chill. I'm in like a Mr. Rogers t-shirt, and I'm on my bed because I've been wanting to film over here for like the longest time, so I figured I would just try it out. Please let me know what you think. I do have a ring light. I think that's helping. We have a new gimbal too. We are professional, so I'm trying. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I feel about the powders, I'm not going to keep talking. I'm not going to keep talking. Let's just hop in. So yeah, this is kind of going to be like a, how I do my makeup like day to day, but at least for summer. But you know, we're going to get real here. So first thing I do, because we already know how I feel about the foundation, I can actually prime how I like. So the first thing I like to do is I use a setting spray. This one is from Makeup Revolution. This was one of my recent favorites. I'm going to shake it and spray. And then before that like dries all the way down, I normally set it with a powder. I'm going to use the Juvia'S Place I Am Magic setting powder. This is in the shade Kalahari. I hope I put that in the right direction. So these retail for $12. This is how it looks out of the pack. Oh, I should have brought tweezers to take off the plastic. And this one is said to work for medium to tan skin tones. And on their site, I got the shade 450 in the foundation, so I'm a medium skin tone for them. Okay, the thing I was a little confused on is that this looks like a pure like yellow powder. But I'm going to rock and roll with it because I'm curious to see if I could use some of that. So I'm just going to dig my brush in there. Should I zoom in a little bit? Let me zoom in a little bit. Here we go. So I focus this around my like center of my face because at least get like you see the ring light bouncing off my eyes, like I mean my face. Okay. So that's how I normally will prime my skin. I got that tip from, I don't know her name, but on Instagram and Twitter, she's Makeup for Women of Color. She's so cute, so pretty, love her. And this tip has been saving me. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to hop into the foundation. Again, I use the shade Casablanca. So yeah, at first I thought the powder was going to be a little too like yellowy for my face, but it worked out. Like under my eyes, I love it. But for my entire face, I wasn't really sure how to feel. But I'm mad at it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation. So at this point I do my cream, highlight, and contour, so I'm going to speed up the rest of this, but just know I am using the I Am Magic concealer as well. This is in J16. all that is on. So I told you guys I got 2 shades of the powder, so we're gonna try this out. Let me tell you guys a little bit more about these powders while I get this open. So they retail for $12. There's 5 shades. Each shade I believe is supposed to match one of their like foundation kingdoms, the different shade ranges. I picked up, like I said, Kalahari, and this next one is Sahara, however you guys pronounce it. I figured one would be my face shade and one would be my under eye shade. For a second, I wasn't sure how I felt about Kalahari because it looks like a true banana powder. But we're gonna try that all over my face, like on top of my foundation as well. But I intended Sahara, as soon as I get off the plastic, I intended this to be like a really good, I'm hoping it'll be a really good like under eye powder for me. I always buy 2 shades whenever I try out a new powder, just because if I want to give it a fair chance, I don't want to, can't get it out there. If I'm gonna give it a fair chance, I don't want to mix it with other products that I use. So I'm really happy, unless it's like a staple of mine, like how I used the Coty in the last video. The only thing that I couldn't find was how much you get in here, because in the photos I thought this was going to be a lot bigger, but like here's my hand and here's the powder. So I don't know if that's a normal, I mean it probably is a normal size, but it doesn't say the ounces on here. I didn't see it on the site. I checked the post on Trendmood. I didn't see it there as well, so I don't know about that. But knowing Juvia'S place, it's so pigmented, like you don't really need that much. This is how Sahara looks in here. So I figured this would be like a pretty nice light powder, pretty yellow in tone, but not like overly yellow. So I'm just gonna take that on my sponge and set highlighted areas. I'm getting matte, but like I kind of like it. Like it doesn't feel drying or anything like that. It didn't even feel drying when I set the powder in the first, like when I set my setting spray. Sometimes it feels very smooth and like fine on the skin, and I always use a sponge. If you're wondering like why aren't you using a brush, I always set my under eyes with a sponge. So let me just set my bronzer next. Do you guys like me filming over here? I'm on my bed. I've wanted to film on my bed since like I very first started doing a channel. I just thought it looks like cuter over here because you can't really see my vanity when I film at my vanity. But let me know what you guys think. I have a new ring light too. That was one of my birthday gifts. So you know, I'm trying to be a real YouTuber. I will say everything is going on so smoothly over this powder. I'm obsessed with it. So now I'm going to try to set the rest of my face with Kalahari. And sometimes I use a sponge, but I also really like to use a big old fluffy brush. So I'm just going to take this one from Kiko. I think it's like the more I look at it, no, it doesn't give me the perfect yellow. I was worried for nothing. Like, I have a mirror right in front of me. Sorry about that. I have a mirror right in front of me. I have a mirror over there. And I'm like putting this on and it like, sorry, I'm like leaning in to look at this mirror. I don't think I look, I don't know why I thought, you know why? Because this powder, the tone of it looks so much more like under eye baking powder. So I was like, that's not gonna work for my whole face. And then I was like, maybe I bought the wrong shade. And then I checked and said, no, this is for the medium to tan kingdom. So I was a little confused, but it looks really good. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more of the other powder, Sahara, and I want to try to bake with this, because you know some powders can bake, some you can't. I want to know if I can bake. I low-key want to stop baking though, because Patricia Bright stopped baking. And I just feel like I have to do what she tells me to do. But I'm still baking right now, so maybe not, but okay. I don't always bake under here. Let's do a little sunscreen. Just a little bit. So normally at this point, I would do like the rest of my face, but most of it is done. So let me just do my blush really quick. I am still here for Toby. Toby is the orange shade in this palette. It's my absolute favorite blush shade. If they sold this exact, I know they have other blushes, but those were not called Toby. So if they sell this individually, living my best life. Okay. I don't know, y'all. I think I look good. I think I look real good. Let's see how that looks. I don't bake on my face as long because I'm extra, but not every day is an extra day. It looks so smooth. Okay, so let's dust away this bake. This is what I'm like most curious about, because sometimes when you bake under your eyes, sometimes the powder like it gets patchy, it gets stuck. I'm not expecting that, but I'm just real curious. Oh wow, my under eye looks so flawless. I brought two different brushes, so this is like a rounded kind of small little, it's technically for blush, but I use it for my under eye. This is also from Kiko, and then this one is the Morphe M438, which I feel like a lot of people use a brush like this to dust away their bake. So okay, I prefer this brush, the smaller rounder one, but it doesn't like get stuck or anything. It doesn't like, I don't see, I'm like all up in you guys' face, I don't see any patchiness. But I do see how bright I look, so. Oh, and then I'll cut my face, but I don't really feel like that's necessary. It's like weird. When I see myself super up close, I'm like, do I look right? And then I look in the viewfinder, which is a little bit further away from me. I look in this other mirror, and it's like, no. I just look really good. And I'm not trying to be like vain, it just looks really good. Okay, so I wanted to do this video a little differently, where I already have on the product and then I go through its claims and what it's supposed to do and see if it matches up with me. But so far, let's just do that. Oh, they say that Kalahari is, well, they say that the powders from Juvia'S place comes our newest mold breaking formula, the loose setting powders from Juvia'S, crafted for every beautiful shade of the skin rainbow. It comes in 5 shades. I have 2. Designed to extend the all-day wearability of every look, from an everyday natural feel to full-on fantasy glam. They can be used for, setting foundation, concealer, and brightening. And then I said that I have Kalahari, formulated for medium to tan skin tones. At first I didn't think that it would work for me, but I actually really like how just smooth and like, I feel like I look almost like a little filtered. Yeah, I feel like I look a little filtered, so I like the powder. This has talc in it, but I don't see any, just from like a quick glance as someone who doesn't really know everything, I don't really see any dimethicone or silicone. So if you tend to have more sensitive skin, I don't think it'll bother you. But if you already have the foundation, it's gonna look bomb. If you just want it to bake under your eyes, I think, or like your face, you're gonna look bomb. Says it can be used to set powders, set concealer, foundation, and for brightening. I feel like it did all of that. I set my foundation, it looks really good. I baked under my eyes, it brightened really well. And I also, like you guys saw, I set under my eyes before I bake. I always do that. It worked. So, and I also really like how it paired well with, 1, how I like to prime my face, and 2, with the other products. Because just because it launches with the product doesn't mean you want to use it with it. But I'm really here for this. I look like, I feel like this is giving me a little bit of more like smoothness than when I just use my own powder, my Coty Airspun powder. And it matches my skin a lot more, but it doesn't look, I'm trying to find like what looks off. It matches really well. So I'm going to take some photos, but that's kind of all I have to say for right now. I really like it, and I think the price is worth it. I just wish I knew how much came in here. That's like the one thing that's like confusing me, because it's like, it's packed. Like, it's, the jar is like, it is packed in there. Like, you know, like sometimes they normally have space. Nope, it's right up in there. I just don't know how much you get. So that's the only thing I can't tell you guys. But other than that, I think it's worth it. So that's what I have to say. I'll include photos so you guys can see how it photographs. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in
We live a lush life, champagne, gold ring. We get to be everything that we wanna be. Running that red light, slide through, fast car, Malibu. I just want you rolling with me.